Peace, everyone. We're experiencing a little delay, getting everything up to speed today. But I guess it's on the way. Can't really. Guess we gotta just go. Gotta go old school. We got in here. I seen now PC Realm, Divine Reality. Got Robbie in here. He's trying to get everything I usually have it. Where I'm most comfortable. True self. Certain love from around the way. Missed us by that much. I was actually I was around. I haven't been specifically on that side, really in that corner. I've been up the concourse, but I think I turned on Tremont there. Yeah, I turned on Tremont. And so yeah, really, yeah, I haven't been all the way up top, but yeah, I went recently. I was through some of the through some of the old stomping grounds there. I remember that was I don't know if I ever told that story on here, but that was one of the you know, everything is real. Well, like I said, you don't want to be caught up in just transplanting, all of the mystery God's powers, right? You don't believe in the magical being, but you still believe in the magical powers. Some people, so, we was walking over there one day. Uh, I think that might be Burnside though. On Burnside in the concourse right there. And there's like a Masonic temple right there. And so the Masonic people and the Masonic, yeah, I passed Frank's. I was actually surprised that Frank's is still open. That's in New York right now, those type of staple establishments like that, they not as common as they used to be. So yeah, I was uh pleasantly surprised to see Frank still there. But getting back to what I was saying though, we was walking past the Masonic temple. And so, if you're familiar with the Masonic people, they do a lot of trips. You know what I'm saying? Before, I'm sure now they go to the ones that's right here in New York, but before they had all the new casinos, they used to go to Atlantic City all the time, that type of stuff like that. So whatever this particular bus ride was about, I don't know, because we wasn't with them. But uh, right as we passing by, unfortunately, this lady has some type of medical emergency event, right? And she passes out. Whatever happens, she goes down. So I was walking with this younger brother. I probably like about to turn 17 or something like that. And his brother was younger than me. He probably was about to turn 14, maybe 15. So he's like, yo, God, you gotta do something for this lady, right? And I'm like, yo, God, we gotta go. We gotta say, nah, God, you gotta build, God, you gotta do something, you know. And I'm like, yo, geez, there's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we need to get out of the way so that the medical professionals can come in, do what they do, you know. So, as we walking up the block, he was I mean, I wouldn't say he was heated with me, but he felt I could have did something. But that's, part of, coming to the full realization of what this knowledge is about. Being able to, you know, uh, being able to keep this not only separate from, the religions that's out there in terms of Christianity and, et cetera, et cetera, but to keep this separate from the religion that's in your mind. Keep it separate from any ideas, that oh, I think this happened. Peace. Peace. Might be on regular timing soon. But yeah, you got to keep this separate from the, religions that's in your mind. You know what I'm saying? There's visualization, where you want to visualize your end goal to see the difference between dreams and visualizations is the steps in between where you at right now and the vision. See, now if you could go back, right, you know where you want to be, and then you could backtrack step by step to where you could see this being accomplished through arm, leg, arm, supreme head, right? Then uh you're talking about vision. You see, if you can't put those steps in there that go between knowledge and born, then that's just a dream. Some of them quite wild dreams, but that's being wise. Being wise is the ability to, see through that illusion. My phone charging people. See, that's where you don't want to be caught up too. Yeah, wisdom is wise words and wise actions, right? But those words and actions being wise, that's a quality. There's a state of being wise that doesn't require any words or actions. See, because when I'm doing the knowledge, I'm being wise. Hold on for a second. We got a little background. Little background. Who knows what's going on back here in the background? Let's see if we can get it. Oh, here, progression here. We got wait, Allah said you're at 600 months today. Oh, today is your born day? So it was 650? Yeah, the screen right now, we're trying to see what see. Man, some strawberry lemonade. Don't tell Harmony Equality the diet miser. Be a snitch. Tell the diet miser. Can't see. See if we can get the comments up on the screen. There we go. It's not too late to start the summer workout. Well, I'm already pretty deep in. I'm pretty deep in. I'm at, I'm starting my advanced exercises. Yeah, I'm been busy on most days in workout. But you're right though. Look, I tell you this much, it's really it's look, it's not too late, but now it's definitely the time. You know, like you're saying right here, 3 months. That's bringing you kind of out there into July. Still some time, still some time. Good question right there. We put 600 months. How many days is that? So we got power added cipher years, 600 months. How many days? I don't know. You the perfect person for that question. Yeah, Sim just stepped in. 18,000, 18,250 days. Now it's Alamel's born day. My born day is when the God went and the God went on the wisdom day. Still got a little ways to go. It's still I still got uh two babies. I still got two babies uh who got born days in between now and my born day. So it don't really never feel like my born day is coming up until after that. He was about to take the day off to since you go ahead getting it in. I definitely got it. Hey, listen, you know, uh, you know, uh, you could say, uh, I'm paranoid. Maybe I am, but you know, I'm of the mindset that look, you need to be in shape, man. Like the stuff that's going on around us, you look at the news and you see stuff, but sometimes you find yourself in the middle of that news story. That's when all of this really gets, you know, we see if your wisdom bring about a bad culture, or if you being wise, allows you to be able to, save your life. It might be knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It might be something that in a decision that you make. I'm talking about in real time, not just, every day, of course, the decisions that we make, what we eat, you know what I'm saying? What we, exercise and all that, whether the decisions you made in the years that you was in school, you know what I'm saying? All of those things, but then it could be something physical too, where, you know, like Robbie is saying here, 40 push-ups 5 times a day may, you know, your mind being strong may be what saves your life, but your body being strong may also be what saves your life. And what's most likely is that some combination of your mind and body being strong. Because you can have the idea, you can have the plan, but can you execute? So, it's it's uh good point, Son Love. Did you bring did you count the leap year days? Did you count the leap year days out of mouths? Stretching is a hard science too.
Probably open. Oh,
What?
got the front gate. Pocket for you.
Yeah, like yeah, stretching is a hard science, you know what I'm saying? Especially I'm noticing more now, you know, uh like I wasn't like like what they call like the primitive squat or something, where you just in that static position, like squatted down, and that it stretches out, your shins and your calves and all of that, some of your feet and everything, because all of that's kind of connected. And yeah, maybe like about 2 weeks or something, maybe I didn't get in that position. I got in today. I noticed a difference, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I don't know if, like, in New York, right? Uh, you know, like say in the past and everything, right? In the past, just when you're talking about the demographics of New York City, and just in general, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we seeing who's staying in shape. You know, there's been a proliferation of MMA gyms in white neighborhoods. And shout out to them. It's nothing wrong. I'm not, you can't be mad at them. But I'm just saying, in my in my paranoia, because I'm from the old days. You know what I'm saying? I remember, Howard Beach and Bensonhurst and, even some places outside, Virginia Beach, et cetera, et cetera. And it's one of those things where look, see, just like I'm out here, right? And I still recall all that stuff that happened. It's other people out here that still recall all that stuff that happened too. And so, let's be ready. Let's be ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's max out. Just like, we want to read all all the books that's out there. We want to stay in a condition where we can live out the different things that we learn that's positive. You see what I'm saying? Like they got that saying that youth is wasted on the young. Okay, so why waste it? It's something that is going to happen anyway. So you can only waste it. You can only waste it by not using it. And it happens to be one of those things that, you know, the more you use it, the more of it you have. You know, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is like that too. But I look at the people, we got plenty of examples. Where, I know people that's my age, younger than me, that's like, peace. Hold on for 1 second. Ooh, ooh. Take a little trip outside there. It's a little brick. Thank you. There. True self, divine understanding. In math. Suppose you got to get out that car like Bruce Banner. He wasn't working out when that emergency came. Then got green math for not being ready. Pretty much. Because it's probably an extreme uh oh yeah, this jump off. This is the Muslim brother. I see he got a channel. Uh is it Rick Wright? I think that's his channel. He does I seen him do some competitions where like calisthenic competitions against other cats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I got these. I met the dude. Uh, soon I met him out somewhere in Brooklyn, and I bought these in like 3 or 4 packs of the bands. But yeah, he got a nice channel where you know he got the whole war stories. He tell about his past and gangs and everything, and how he elevated out of that, and he's very pious. He's a very pious Muslim brother. But back to what Robbie was saying here about being prepared, physically. I mean, you know, that's a part of word is bond. Like I said, that might be a little bit extreme for some people, but how is you going to live out your word? Like all those things, you know what I'm saying? Look, if you owe time, right? If you got some type of trouble with the law enforcement, right? You're supposed to go turn yourself in and do that time. Anybody ever hear that one? You know what I'm saying? From the first days of the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? The earliest days, because that's something that, it's gonna limit your potential. Please. It's gonna limit your potential, and how much of what you're saying you're gonna be able to live out. So right now, right, we got 28 people in the room, so I'm counting. I'm counting. I know not everybody generally comments, right? But look, how many people here know 120? I just want to see how many people here know 120. It's not just a test. I got a point that I'm making. Me and my understanding did a 4 mile power walk this past Saturday. She's 9 years old. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the types of things you got to do because look, you see a lot of times people that, they might be a little bit overweight. You see that that's a family thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they go to BBQs every Sunday or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like they got, certain uh things that they eat, just as religiously as I do my workout. So all from one says still striving to put the 1 and 40 on cap. So I noticed a lot of people didn't answer. I'm gonna just assume, there's some people who are here that I know. The rest of you, I'm gonna assume that you don't know, right? But look, there's lessons that we pass. There's lessons that we pass, right? And the degrees, right? Uh, you know, what you mean by that? When you talk about, in the various degrees, right? When you talk about uh the original man and what it is that he can do, is your word bond. When here's a big one, right? For the people that know 120. When it says you will give all that you have and all within your power, what you mean by that? You just gonna talk? And this is not
let's be clear, because we know we have unstable people that watch the internet, right? This is not saying for you to go out there and attack nobody, none of that. You know, we could be talking about you having enough strength to carry some plates of food out there to feed some people that need it. See, because that's what arm, supreme head is. That's already right there a blessing, right? Not no mysterious thing, right? But the people that came before us could have did shit that fucked us up. See, your old earth could have did all kinds of drugs, smoked cigarettes, drank liquor, all type of shit, and fucked you up. You know, your pops could have did all types of shit to him too, to himself that could have fucked you up. Things could have happened after you was physically born that fucks you up. Shit you could have ate, water you could have drank, whatever, all those things and shit, you made it through all that. So then, you know what I'm saying, when you turn around, right, and mentally or physically, right, you don't deal with that, you don't deal with that power to the fullest of equality. The fullest potential, then what? When you say God of the universe, right? What do you mean by that? Do you mean mentally and physically? When it says Allah is God and the earth below and the heavens above, right? What you mean by that? These is all degrees where, when you're saying, word is bond, man, you could live that out. How you gonna do that? Uh, without being prepared physically. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one for you. The knowledge wisdom degree in the 114. What you mean by that? How do you apply that? Or, are you the Christian, you a Christian amongst the 5%, where you was under the impression that uh, when you got the knowledge, maybe you came to the rally or whatever, that you walked through the pearly gates. And then that was it. You know what I'm saying? You met the older God, like it says in the Bible, you're supposed to meet Gabriel and, whoever else. And then now, you can lay all your burdens down. You can lay all your burdens down because ain't that gonna happen. Jesus, Jesus has already died on the cross for anything that could ever happen from here on out. So you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about, whatever it might be. You see, even if nothing don't jump off, right? Just in the strength of predicting my own history, like, look, I just was maintaining with the guy just now. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, he's got wisdom. You know, you will never see him. I ain't never seen him taking the bus. Maybe going to the Medina rally or something like that, then, you know, if he don't get a ride or maybe he just moving on his own or whatever that day, you might see him, take the train or something. But if it's something in the distance of a bus, he just walk it. And see, when he sit down and stand up, he don't grab onto no furniture. It ain't all that. Just to stand up and sit down. So just saying that, for me, right? Just looking like, okay, I observe, I see how he did that. Whereas, other people they moving around with canes, man. And I mean, if you got to do that, then do that. But if I got the power to, uh, you know, predict my own history, then look, I see the examples. I see the examples before me. You know what I'm saying of how I could be. You know what I'm saying? I'm and like somebody put in here, earlier, in terms of discipline and all that. Look, man, I'm still, certain things that, I don't have no plans on doing it. If it come to that or whatever, but that's not my plan. I'm not gonna be getting 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, I mean, don't get me wrong, I indulge now. There's times that, yeah, I eat uh because it tastes good. It's not necessarily, like, look, I like chocolate covered almonds. I always liked them since the Hershey Kisses, but now, like, if you go to the Dwayne Reed or the CVS, they got like these little cans. They like $5, $6 with it. Chocolate and the almonds is a little bit higher quality, a little teensy bit, you know. Uh, I'm not going to say that's that's brain food or that's that's probably not exactly helping me with my joints and tendons and all that. But I'm not going to be, what I'm saying, doing it to the point where, what I'm saying, and really trying to get like that. You know what I'm saying? All of that that was a part of getting the knowledge, really from the earliest days that I heard about it, straight through my time, you know, some level of physical activity, whatever it was, was pretty much that was part of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether brothers was doing push-ups, pull-ups, weights, boxing, martial arts, et cetera, et cetera. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I don't never really say nothing, but sometimes I look at people and be like, yo, listen, man, you need to uh you don't need to nothing, but I could hardly believe that you're following dietary law unless I was blind, deaf, and dumb. Rod just came in. See, plus, what's the name? Like, look, I just seen, see, it's summertime right now, right? So I see my people now, the young brothers in the neighborhood. I just seen my little man. He's talking about, he was up at the court playing basketball. So I'm come get me next time. See, all those types of things that, you over here talking about, you trying to teach the babies and shit, and you can't move. I mean, listen, you still gotta do what you gotta do. But, that's just another example of, a job that you gotta do that is just all the more easier when you develop mentally as well as physically. Yeah, Cass, I gotta check. I gotta see. Still got hops, huh? Freedom culture. So, right now we're in a little bit of a dilemma. We're in a little bit of a dilemma because, speaking of all this health stuff, I'm just about done with eating outside, at least for right now. I don't know what it is. But right now, I'm just because it's limited, what I eat outside. Even though I do eat outside a fair amount of the time, it's still pretty limited what I eat. And so, I'm kind of tired of those things. So I need to take over. I need to take the reins right now and do some of my own cooking because I'm really, uh, like today, I haven't really even eaten yet because I don't want none of that crap. But the dilemma, that I was is that see the supermarket closes at 10 o'clock. So I hate to do it to y'all, but y'all might want to y'all might want to ask those last questions now. Yeah, lower the expenses, everything, and just in general, I get I'm a little bit nice on the I fuck with the Flames. He said I drank the water in 68. Yes, hey, look, I, not quite 68, but I'm saying, yeah, I remember, when we used to drink water straight out the faucet. Like that was like a saying, at least in a lot of places where I was that, water is free. Like if you suggested that, maybe someone give you some money for a soda, yeah, drinking water out of the fire hydrant, but that's, we made a different type of, we made a different type of substance. You know what I'm saying? We was around, lead paint. We used to talk to strangers, all types of shit. We used to play in toxic, toxic waste dumps and shit. These people today, I don't know, they be around a little bit of plastic and it's over for them. Yeah, breathe asbestos right in, man. Inhaling that stuff, man. Yeah, mercury thermometers, man. That's glass bottles. See, they ain't even have, they got whole organizations. They got whole organizations that's devoted to safety and shit now that didn't even exist. Whole whole departments, whole departments in the government that exist now that didn't even exist when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit that was common practice. You can go to jail for that now for child abuse. A good percentage, if if you was born before about 1985, maybe a little bit earlier, then a good 50, 60% of how you grew up is child abuse now. So complete said if you was born before 1996. I mean, those 90, I don't particularly know a kid that was born in 96, but around that era, those are the last kids that played outside. Those are the last kids that it was kind of before the takeover of the internet. You know what I'm saying? The internet was around, but it wasn't fly enough to make them come inside. And it didn't, by the time all the Facebook stuff and all of that came, they was a little bit older. They already had their way of life. You know what I'm saying? But I still say around I just, definitely by the early 90s, there was starting to be, just a lot of things that I was hearing, like, yo, you can't do that no more. Like, for instance, I say this, right? Uh around 85 is when I remember the park started changing over. Like, you know, 83, 84, 85, and they started taking a lot of uh a lot of stuff off of the playground that people was getting hurt. But like I said, we was made the toughest stuff. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would get hurt, they cry, go home, come back with their cast, and we back playing. You know what I'm saying? But they start taking the seesaws off the playground, the monkey bars, the merry-go-round. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when that era kind of kicked in where, it was like kids was not allowed to get hurt no more. You know what I'm saying? Whereas at one time, uh, kids was expected to break a bone. Like if you hadn't broken a bone, that was like amazing. Like people marveled at that. I was really sad. My wife was just saying this exact thing. She says, I grew up abused. I mean, depending on, some people, yeah, riding on the back of buses, shit, riding on the back of trains. you know, everything was kind of fair. BA in 96. So yeah, I mean, coach just said 04, '06 was the last. Nah. By '04, '06, kids was already playing inside. Like the video game, had already taken over. Like, see, what I'm saying is that, like, in my era, the home video game was out, right? The home video games was out, but they didn't rival they was nowhere near the video games in the arcade. So it was dope to have it. You know what I'm saying? But, the move was still, uh, to go to the arcade. You know what I'm saying? At that time, real men played for a quarter. You know what I'm saying? That was that was how we saw it. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get in the Xbox, PlayStation kind of battle where, they pushing each other, uh, 04, '06 things is, but I'll say this though, that is before '04, '06 is before Facebook. So, I would suppose that, yeah, it probably is a window of time there that, is probably less apparent to me, right? But if you closer to that time period, then, uh, you know, he said flicks with kids and grown men walking and playing without shirts in some parts of the country casually, i.e., bad news bears. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you that's another thing that I've noticed, right? That there's things, uh, and I'm gonna speak for myself, right? Because, I don't want y'all to get in trouble on YouTube. But there's things that things that happened in the, back in the days that today, right, because of the environment, because of the elements that's in our environment and things that we aware of that we wasn't aware of then, right? There's some things that was suspect, or they know it wasn't suspect then, but if that was to happen now, you're like, yeah, man, that's suspect right there. But that type of stuff wasn't a part of our world. This is a good way to explain it, right? It's like if a person goes to California, right, and you wearing certain clothes, right? Various clothes that got different meaning out there, but you're not aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was aware that you was disrespecting somebody, you probably would have did something different. David said we played tag on the monkey bars, then jumped off the top. I mean, listen, we should jump off of everything. You know, fire escape, the window. We had the mattresses. Uh, it was pretty wild, man. You know what I mean? Somebody put abandoned buildings, yeah, all of was that was just a normal day in the life. King Master said, I was born in '02 and I went through a lot of what you're talking about. Might not be the norm though. I mean, well, you was born in '02, right? Where you was born at? Because what I'm saying is, even if you like, let's say you played outside, right? It wasn't the same amount of kids outside. Like when I came outside, there was enough kids that every sport could be played, right? With the full amount of men. Meaning there could be like 2 or 3 courts where they running full courts. Over here on the side, they could be playing football. Over there it could be a stickball game. Over there they could be playing skillsies. Look, the girls got hopscotch, double dutch, jacks. And listen, and there's people waiting to get in the games. There's people waiting for next. You know, once the internet and the video game took over, it's just it's not quite as many people outside. Hey, God, that's one of those ones that you know, we got yet to see how that's gonna come out because of what you just said, man. But brother mentioned Johnson and Johnson baby powder was a staple in the home, and now they say it's linked to cancer. But yeah, I do recall that when people used to come out looking like they just jumped in the tub of baby powder. I never knew what that was for anyway. I was, yeah, when I used to see people with that shit, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, but what the fuck you got that shit on for?
Because it kept you cool and it was like
Man, listen, man, it's 95 degrees outside. There people outside this shit. They closed Baisley Pool down in 87. Yeah, they started closing the pools. And yeah, all of those is the things. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Being born in '02, right? Have you ever came outside, right? Just you and a group of brothers, and all y'all did is listen to the music on boombox. We used to do shit like that. And we used to come outside, look, and one brother that have a radio, and everybody got a tape that they made in their house. You know, whether they made it last night or whether this is a tape they've been walking around with for months. And it's like, we all just take turns putting our tape in the nigga box until his shit eats somebody's shit up and shit.
batteries, the D batteries.
Yeah. But we used to have communal activity like that, I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? You know, back then, we was a little bit more like, see the being a boss and all of that, it would have been harder for that type of mentality to exist back then because we was more one for all and all for one. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was definitely leaders, but everybody being a boss and selfies and shit like that. We take selfies and shit. We went to the Deuce with the whole crew and took pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fucking selfie and shit.
And no disrespect, but everybody in that flick had an identity.
Everybody in that flick had an idea. Yeah, you ain't have to feel like, yo, right, shining like, less than other motherfuckers. Like, yeah, everybody here is who it is.
I've been witness, bro. I'll show you a flick where it's me, Melquan, Freedom from CNC Music Factory, where like Darkim might just be in some old fucked up sneakers and just regular, but it's like Darkim is the god in that flick. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like that's the god. Like all the dudes with the MCM pouches and all the dudes with the 4-finger rings and all that. Like, nah. The radiance was the gods in there. And that's what we used to deal with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Lodge Ruler said we should play Catch and Kill in the last behind.
Catch and Kill was all day in my joint, dog.
Okay, but you know, it's funny because I was just reading in the Post some news about some goings on Pennsylvania Avenue.
In DC.
So now over there in East New York.
East, that's Medina.
I was just reading about some goings on over there. You know, I don't know if you're aware or if you still rushing around there, but it's funny. I was just thinking about over there. Man, Casey used to live over there back in the days.
You call that God?
Yeah.
That's after the Parliament. That's right around the corner. Matter of fact, it might even be across the street. But those was the buildings. You heard me? Now I'm gonna hit you with this, God. God, look at this flick, God. Name them gods. And that was right around the corner after the Parliament. Who the light-skinned brother? That's Freedom CNC Music Factory.
Justice?
Yeah, that's Justice. That's me, the Shabazz brothers.
Shabazz, yeah.
Look at Mel, that's me. And look at Mel Kwong. That's in Bill Bourne, yeah, God. Make it like you just manifested. Make it last forever, God. If you could show that too, you know what I mean? But look, now that brother right there, come on, let's smack.
Yeah.
Baby. Come on, God. It's like all the gods was just out here. It's like none of that meant nothing. See now, right? You see the graphic under the God, right?
I just see it.
Come on, man. You know where we from, God. I ain't trying to interfere with the teachings, God, but you know, it's like to add on to what you're building on, God. This was always us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was always us, man. And, you know, I lost my way, and I lost my way through, you know, some weak signs, but that's because I wasn't around my brothers like you. That's why I rock with Iron Hand Clan, because iron sharpens iron, God. Steel sharpens steel. You know what I mean? When I ran with you, when I ran with Tashin, we ran with the gods. It's like, ain't no way the gods gonna fall off. Some born ain't gonna fall off because Darkim gonna spark his ass. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Darkim gonna be some born, and you know, God, we jump on the divine, we jump on the wisdom, we late. Yo, God, like anything, I'm King's son. I'm thinking it's all about me and Julie. Yo, God, this Darkim coming along, staggering. Yo, God, let me ask you a question. Spark, spark, high explosive spark, Yaakov, pen, spark.
Yeah, chill.
You feel me?
Yeah. Baby, yeah, look, this is true right here. Wise Buddha said Hard Rocks used to roller skate through the neighborhood. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, word is bond.
Listen, yeah, they used to have skates around their necks. But see, you gotta remember though, back then, the skating rink was where the brothers was at though, too.
Right. So you're gonna gravitate where the wisdoms was at, but then you gotta show and prove why you did.
And the skating rinks, in terms of New York and you know, New Jersey too, that's some of the first places that allowed hip hop in there.
Indeed.
Because they had kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they had music. So you know, those were some of the first places that opened up to hip hop.
With us, we had Skate Key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Brooklyn, they had Empire Boulevard.
Yeah.
That was one of my first shows out there, Empire Boulevard in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And they was ready to get you after the show. If you couldn't, boom, I was that when I said I was God, I did a show with Heavy D and G-Rap. D-Seps was on me. Oh, he from Jersey. I was like, nah, I'm son of man. Peace. God. Fort Greene gave me the pass. I got up out of there real swift.
Double feature movies.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's it. Those was the days, man.
That brother, what's his name?
Shabazz?
No.
Malachi?
Brother to be in the yard?
Oh.
Dr. Summer Kim?
Oh, nah. You ain't talking about Dayson?
Dayson?
He out there?
No, he on the phone. He went to
You want to build with me?
Yeah, he won't tell you. He on the phone.
Dayson. You talking about his name is Dayson Born. His name wasn't Dayson Born when he was on Storm Buck Wild. Dayson.
Yeah,
DS. You know he wasn't Day. He's talking about, oh, I took my name from him. Okay, guys. Let's pardon me, God. Get up at teach God.
To this day, I think he kind of a little off balance, but
He's
he right.
He on the power.
No, he on the phone.
All right.
About it there.
Said I grew up, so Freedom Culture said I grew up during the days of razor scooters and breaking and faking houses just to be done. Yeah, no, I was you know, I remember the razor scooters and all of that, but you know, in terms of transportation, we was mostly, I mean, like if you was really, really into bikes, then you know, you got a Mongoose or a Red Line or, you know, those type. But generally speaking, we used to make our own bikes. Used to be this guy that like he had frames, he had everything. Like you could go over there and pick whatever parts, you build your bike. But so King Mav said Omaha, Nebraska. So yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Omaha, Nebraska. So it's possible that it was still a culture going of playing outside in Omaha, Nebraska. $793. I was informed that The Bad News Bears was the last drive-in movie we checked in '76. Yeah, you know, I don't know if I ever went to the drive-in. I think I recall going to one. But I can't really I don't think I think I missed that era. But I recall it was drive-ins. Like I recall people saying they went to the drive-in. And I recall when it was a drive-in in Jersey that was like the last one in this, you know, tri-state area, and it made the news when it closed. But not a lot of memories of the drive-in. You said kill the man with the ball. You later learned was rugby. Is that now rugby still got teams? Kill the man with the ball. You don't have teams.
Sure.
Malik said it's sad seeing the parks empty. I mean, yeah, that's what I see. Like the parks are empty. You know, the parks used to be jam packed. David said itchy ball and dirt ball fights. Now we don't got that in New York. We got snowball fights, ice fights, rock fights. bottle fights. But I don't think the dirt in New York is I don't think it's that tight where you can make like no ball like that. I don't know if it has the moisture to form into the type of ball that I need to travel distance. You know, that New York dirt, if you throw it, it's gonna break up right there. He said I was talking to my old basketball coach, and he said he can't even get enough kids at tryout for the basketball team, not make the team, just try out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That it's just, you know, but look, they feel like they in the NBA because they got NBA mode on the game now. They said I went to house parties with my parents. They dropped us off in a bedroom full of children. Hey, look, that was that. Hey, look, but that was kind of dope though. Remember when hey, look, and they bring you all the food and everything to the room, and they be checking on you like every couple of minutes, like everybody's all right, need anything? Hey, look, and you can play with everything. Yeah. Hey, shit, cut that shit off, man. We about to. Oh man. Yeah, the boy, that's what people was doing. The boy said I took the boombox in the family living room outside to the brothers. See, in New York, uh, you know, that type of stuff happened, but the real controversy that we was causing in New York at that time, right, is that everybody was trying to turn their parents' regular turntable into uh the techniques. You know what I'm saying? So being that a regular turntable didn't spin backwards, you had to put two records, you had to put two records on the turntable at one time, and then you spun the record back on top of the other record. But by doing that, you scratched up the records. So, so you know, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, we used to get in trouble for that all the time. Ah, man. Harmony, equality. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Freedom Culture said the class of 2030 may be the first generation of its kind. So what's going to be unique about the class of 2030? Sunrise Cinemas used to be a drive-in movie theater. What you talking about in Queens, in Long Island?
Right?
Yeah, by Green Acres. That's what you're talking about.
Yo, they son said I hijacked his show. I wasn't even on the screen, huh?
Nah, I didn't, you didn't do that on equality. I'm telling all these people. I'm telling all these people not to snitch. But check this out. I've got 12 minutes to make it to the supermarket. It's right across the street. I'm pretty fast. But what that means is, got to sign off quickly. Y'all know what to do. Each one teach one. If you're new, subscribe. Check you out tomorrow. Peace.